Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Hunter Gatherer channel. It's November 28th, Saturday, and it is 6:42. I'm about halfway to the stand. I'm running probably about a half hour late. I wanted to be there by 6:30, but I'm earlier than I was yesterday. So it's 39 degrees out, and it's supposed to start raining at 7 o'clock. I brought the rain jacket. And I brought a new memory card. I formatted one, and I'm going to switch the one out in the trail camera that I put up yesterday. And that way I can just get a peek to see if anything happened last night. So, I actually have the gun strapped across my back, because I can't shoot this early anyways. And that way I'm hands-free, and I can really move. So I brought snacks, I brought an apple, extra water, and I don't know, I'm at least planning on sitting until maybe lunchtime, or maybe before that if I get one. Hey everybody, it is 7:17 and legal shooting light is 7:18. Sunrise in my area. So I am in place completely. Everything's set up a minute before legal light. I got the rain jacket on. So it's supposed to start raining. 70% chance at 7. Hey, I'm glad it's not, but I'm ready for it. It said 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock, and then like 5% at 9, or something like that, or 5% after 8. Well, that could be wrong too. Joy's shotgun is just hanging there. Got the old Vortex Crossfire turned up to 7. And ready to just push it off safe and start firing. One shot, one kill, right? That's what we're hoping for. That's the plan. Alright. Something's bound to walk by. I hope that's not the sound of the rain. Oh, I think it is, and it sounds like it's really coming down. It's coming this way. Time to get the hood up. There it is. Suckers. 7:30. Gross. Probably time to put the camera under the bag. Hopefully it doesn't last too long, and it's still fairly dry. Got a little rain, sleet mix. good pop-up ground blind day. Trying to decide if I'm gonna rappel down and go find a pine tree to get under. I'm fine with a big old buck sneaking up on me, I tell you that. I look down and there he is. I'm trying to keep an eye out, but with the hood and the rain, it rains like this till 9:15. I think this rain jacket might fail. It's not the most technologically advanced piece of equipment I own. Not that I own very many technologically advanced pieces of equipment. But some nice rain gear would be good. Dang it. I just looked over and saw movement. Who would think there'd be a squirrel on the ground right now? He was right over where that big buck came from. I was like, got the saucer eyes going. If a big buck walks in, it'll make it all worth it. Maybe it might be time to abandon ship and go find a pine tree. There's one about 60 yards downhill. It isn't getting any better, people. If I was at the house, I wouldn't even have walked out the door. Since I'm out here, that's half the battle. I put wood in the stove before I left, so I know it's warm at home. So if I get real cold, I know I can always get there. I also got some matches in my backpack. I've never done the old campfire in the woods thing. They're leatherproof, supposedly. So maybe if I get chilly after it's all done, slide on down the rope, work my way to a pine tree, find some dry twigs, start me up a fire, get it going good, and get my jacket and stuff dried off. That'll be fun. We'll make it like we're out west or up in the big woods in Maine or something like that. And do a little fire, maybe. It'd be even cooler if we shot a deer and I could, take the inner loin out and roast it over the fire. Ooh. The rain is let up. The radar is showing this little, 30-minute blip of clear, and then it turns green again. And then it's supposed to be, looks like about an hour of rain again. So I am contemplating sitting up here for another hour worth of rain, or getting down, finding a pine tree. I really think that's what I'm gonna do. And maybe I might even take all my gear down. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Thanks for letting me talk it through. Before I get down, I'm gonna give a little bit of rattle sequence, and maybe if there's one close by, he'll come in, I can shoot him, and I can pack up. got a little excited there. All right, boys. Oh, man. Hand is cold. The tough thing to decide is when you're packing up, like what thing to pack, what thing to let down. I mean, I want the gun up here to the last second. But I gotta send that down before I can go down. I want the camera on in case something comes. But my pack is on the one side of my rope that's holding it to keep it from falling. All right. Start tying stuff up at least. Wow. Cold in. You know, when you hear gunshots and you're like, man, you know that deer aren't going inside for this stuff. And I'm wondering, is that person sitting and the deer walked by, or are they walking? Baby. I got a glove in here, just too dumb to put it on. Yesterday, Joy said, you're shaking, you're shivering. I have this thing in my mind that I wear just enough stuff to keep me from freezing, but not enough to sweat or be warm. Because if I do start to walk, then I get too warm. All right, I'm down out of the tree. We got that nasty, sleety, rainy junk coming down again. I actually left my rope up in the tree, brought everything else down. I just didn't tie it up yet. And I just kind of brought my stuff down under this pine that was down below me. Actually, this is where I drug that pine bough by that big oak tree. But I'm going to start a fire, and I've got these, I don't even know what brand they are. Yuko Stormproof matches. I got them in the clearance aisle somewhere. Most of you guys probably know how to make a fire. But it's been raining most of the morning, and everything's pretty wet, right? So one of the places I would go is like under this pine tree. A lot of these sticks, they're dead and dry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a spot here under this pine tree, and I'm just going to brush everything away. Give me a good spot to start. Some of these, well, pretty much most of these leaves are pretty wet. So I'm just going to get some of these sticks, and I'm going to break them up, and then we're going to try to get a fire going. Got the fire going. Sticks are kind of sizzling. The ones that I found out in the leaves are pretty damp on the outside, but I don't know. This might turn into a tradition if I getting kind of spoiled. That's kind of nice. Still got some rain coming down, and got a little while left before this says it's going to clear up. So I'm just going to stay hanging out by this little campfire. And I've been hearing some gunshots here or there, so Maybe they're moving a little bit, I don't know. I haven't seen anything. And I've been trying to be quiet, building the fire. I've been breaking some sticks here or there, but all while the rain was coming down to try to let it mask it. Should have brought some hot dogs. The wind's picking up just a little bit. They're going good. Ooh. Alright, better be careful before I singe my jacket. Ooh, yeah. That's nice and warm. All I need is a buck to roll by now. That'll be pretty awesome. It's 10:45 and I retrieved everything from the tree that I was in this morning. You hear that sizzling? Wet wood. Getting all that water to steam and then burning. So I put the rest of my wood that I'm going to use on the fire and grabbed out lunch. A little peanut butter, crackers, granola bar, little mini one, and an apple. So I'm going to put everything together here, get this food eaten, let this fire burn out, and then I'm going to take a walk that direction. Right now the wind, you can see the smoke is kind of doing one of these numbers up the hill, but it has switched back and forth a couple times, but it's up mostly. See, it just switched again. Now it's going the other way, but it's still going uphill. So my game plan is to stay low, or to stay high, but go at an angle down to where my wind will stay up as I work in my way. And I'm planning on working over towards that oak flat, then dropping down in, going up to the other side, working across. And I don't know if the wind will continue to go uphill over there as well due to the thermals. We'll see. Everything's pretty wet, so the leaves are pretty wet. My stuff is going to smell like smoke. There's some people say that's good, some people say that's bad. So this is my first time ever doing the fire in the woods. Kind of enjoy the heat. Don't know if it's going to be something I do a lot, but I probably do it once in a while. And the matches did all right, but there was a little brick. There's a few of them of fire starter. It's like a little cardboardy wood with some propellant of some sort, some kind of fuel that ended up needing to use, but it worked well. And now I got a good base of coals, and I'm gonna end up letting it burn down and get out of here. Joy said, "I can't believe you're starting a fire." She's calling this the Buckhaven with all the scrapes and rubs and everything. She's like, "You started a fire in the Buckhaven?" As much as I wanted to, I don't think I'm gonna get to shoot one from the fire. Just finishing up the granola bar. Trying to get this thing to burn down the rest of the way. The fire's out, and now it's time to head out. I just got a picture a little bit ago from my nephew. Got a nice buck. Hey, congratulations, Brandon. That was a good one. He got it on my other nephew's farm. And so he's got some meat in the freezer now, and I think he got a doe during archery. His wife got a buck also, so that was during archery. But old Uncle Jason, he hasn't seen horns yet during gun. So, but I'm still after this guy up on this hill. I'm hoping to see him. I'm hoping that I don't get impatient and go just shoot whatever I see. Hey everybody, I just swung by the oak tree. If you've seen any of the earlier hunts, I hunted a couple of times. There was a scrape right under this big oak. And I just came over here to check it out. I want to show you. So this is where the scrape was. It was a huge one. They're not using it as much as they were. But if you look around, the leaves are kicked up like crazy everywhere. This oak tree was dropping. They've been coming through and eating on it. It's kicked up all over there. But I don't know if you remember what it looked like in my tree, or where my tree was, but I was here, was the scrape, and my tree was over here. Look at this. I can't remember if I was in that side of the tree or the other side that's still standing. I think I was in that side, and it snapped off. How scary would have that been if I was in that darn thing? Man, thank you, Lord, for not having me be in that tree. I haven't hunted in there in a little while. Oh, you know what? It wasn't that one. It was this one. It was the one right in front of it. I was up in those. I remember throwing that throw bag from here and getting it caught in those little twigs on the way up. Yeah, it was that tree. Okay, that makes me feel good. I saw that and my heart kind of skipped like, holy cow, I could have been in there, but it wasn't that one. It was this one. I was thinking, I don't remember being in a double tree. But wow, that tree, you would have never known by looking at it. Let's see here. By looking at the bottom here and even at the top. So all those branches are looking pretty good. But that thing, half of it, over half of it was dead and punky. I don't know if you can see. You can see how punky it is. Yeah, man. Only like a quarter of it was solid, this piece here. The rest of it, let's go to the other side. Oh yeah. You can see how it's rotted out right there. Oh man. That would have been pretty scary. It would have been scary even sitting in the tree that I was in and having that one bust out behind you. Whew. Yeah, you'd have been getting out of the tree real quick. All right. We've had a lot of just like, what do you want to call it? Halftime, or just, pause this hunt for a little hangout time, a little chat here and there. But like an intermission almost. Multiple intermissions. And time to hunt again. All right, let's go get them. Dang it. So, I was coming over here. I'm going to the oak flat. And I was going to drop down, over, and onto the other side. And I would have to say that shot was really close to where I was getting ready to go. I might still go there, but kind of stinks when you're planning on getting somewhere you think maybe nobody's at that spot. Oh well. Maybe they'll be over there moving around trying to track it or drag it and kick something that way. You never can tell. So this is the spot that I had those 6 doe running on me. Right at last shooting light and didn't get a shot at them. And this is the spot that I shot the buck during archery season. And it is pretty tore up in here. They've been in here eating these acorns again. Maybe this morning. I see a bed right there. Another bed right there. I'm going to think about it. I kind of want to go across the gully first. I'm just going to walk right down to the end of this little finger just to see. Maybe there's something down here bedded. All right, everybody. Another intermission. Look behind me. That's a pretty nice ladder stand, right? It's on public property. Down in the comments below. Can I hunt this stand? It's in a great spot, right on the point of this finger that kicks down. There's a draw, like a gully that comes this way, runs into the big gully that comes this way. Down the other way, there's another draw that comes down into the main gully, and over here there's another spot. It's like 5 connecting little gullies or whatever. This is the easiest, the path of least resistance for a deer right here, to be able to hit both sides. Actually, I just saw a deer cross over down there. I didn't get it on film. So a lot of people say, it's not yours, keep your hands off it, don't touch my stuff. I put it on the state land and I expect nobody else to hunt it, right? And some people say, hey, I put it on state land, I know it's going to get hunted, please just don't steal it. You can hunt it, but if I show up and I say, hey, that's my stand, it'd be great if you got out. Now, people said recently that your name and address should be on here, and you can't leave it after season. You can leave it all through season, but you have to have your name and address on it. Don't quote me on it because I don't know. I haven't looked into it. Personally, I don't put ladder stands or hang-on stands on public because I've had them close to public and had people steal them. So I can't imagine what they do in public. This one is way, way in. And I've seen it. I saw this like 3 or 4 years ago and thought, that's a pretty good spot. And they really hiked that sucker up here. I know it's been here a long time because if you look, here's part of the Velcro strap for the seat, which, if you look, the seat is no longer there. Hey, how about this? This is the part where you tie a rope around the tree to keep the thing from buckling when you go up it. The rope has disintegrated. Looks like squirrels have been eating the knob too, or whatever. But I bet you they bit that and chewed that rope off too. And also, if you look up in there, there are sticks all through the platform that have fallen off of trees in the last year or 2 or 3. So it's been there a long time. And who knows how many people have actually hunted it. Here's part of the seat cushion. Good old Ameristep, right? Maybe I'll carry that garbage out. Anyway, personally, I say if you put a stand up on public, you better be ready for people to hunt it because they're here and you're not. I'm not getting in it because it needs a new rope tied on there. Maybe I'll bring a rope in and tie that on. And who knows how good that ratchet strap is doing. And it doesn't have the straps that go around and tie to it to help you go up. That's another story in itself. But anyway, down below, let me know what you think. Can you hunt somebody else's ladder stand that is on public land? And then if you're okay with that or not okay with that, what about a ground blind that somebody builds out of sticks around a tree? Is that private property too? Because they built it, put their time into it, or you can hunt that, and you can't hunt the stand because they purchased it. You know, no, let's not get too crazy or be jerks about it. Just what your personal feeling is. Everybody has their own thoughts on stuff, you know. So, and once again, I don't know if you're supposed to have your name and address on it, but this one doesn't. All right, we're done with the discussion. Let's find a deer. There's a person up here. I'm gonna go chat to them, see how they're doing. The guy I just saw, he's actually the son of one of the local property owners that own just off of this state land. And he said, earlier I said that I had heard a shot. It was him. He said he just missed a big doe a half hour ago. So anyway, we talked for a little bit. He's actually the guy that I saw the other day when I was up on the Oak Flats. And he said that he hasn't gotten his buck yet. His cousin got the nice 10-point. He showed me the picture of the big 8 that they're going after. It's not the buck I shot at. Alrighty. It's 2:45. So I got about 2 hours. And I've only seen that one deer that I bumped down at the end of this little finger. I don't know if I bumped it or if it was already going across there, but that's the only deer I've seen. And it's kicked up like crazy underneath me. So I'm pretty sure something should come in tonight. We'll see. Because it depends on if they've been bothered, if they like the way the wind's blowing, if this is their main food source for the evening, or if this is a morning food source. The ones that came in the one day came right off of the bank up above me. I don't know if you can see. He's right up above here. And they ran right down. I was about 30, 40 yards that way. Maybe 25. Anyway, I'm just gonna hang out here. I think I've got an apple down the way bottom of my bag. I'm gonna dig in there and see. I wish I brought more snacks because I'm hungry. But maybe that makes for a good hunt when you're real hungry and you need something to eat. I dug the apple out of the bottom of my backpack. I think it's been getting beat up for a little while. I have to eat around those spots. Looks like it's time to change the GoPro battery. Better do that soon. Alright. Time to eat my beat up apple. So good. Got 30 minutes left. I haven't seen any movement. And I got my hood up because there's a breeze on the back of my neck, and that is chilly. I'm trying to think. I was thinking maybe I should get down, pack everything up, and slowly start walking out. I think I might. But then I thought the last few minutes is when they come in. Might give it a few more minutes. Then I'll start packing it up. The deer are laying low for sure. I'm hearing some shots. Just the last few minutes of legal shooting time. And that sky, I don't know if you can see it, but it is beautiful. Looks like cotton candy over there. It's a little after 5 right now. And you can see me pretty well. Legal shooting time ended about 15 minutes ago. So I'm hiking out, and I'm striking out. Dang. It's gonna get better, I promise. There will be, well, I can't promise that. I feel that it will get better. There's a lot of deer season left. My confidence level is not in the basement. I believe that it will happen. And I don't know for who. Joy, Brielle, me, Dad, Bill. Just keep working at it. And keep coming back for more. And hopefully you keep coming back for more too. Not too sure how many more tree sits I'm gonna do this year. Pretty soon it's gonna get into me still hunting and trying to get on a good set of tracks in the snow. I'm looking forward to that. So I just want to thank everybody who's spending time watching the videos, and we're still having fun making them. And, not as much fun editing them. Just the making part is the fun part. I'm learning as we go. And man, this backpack is making it hard for me to hold my arm up. Anyway, that's that. We gotta get out of these woods. And we'll see you next time. We love you. God loves you, and we'll see you on the next one. Hopefully everybody's staying safe and healthy. See you later.